Hello, this is Sujata Kancharla. Today I am going to discuss about National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. This is very much useful topic for all the competitive exams. Let's comes to introduction. Like the National Commission for Scheduled Castes, the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes is also a constitutional body in the sense that it is directly established by Article 338A of the Constitution. It safeguards rights and interests of scheduled tribes. It is established to protect STs from exploitation and discrimination. Let's comes to historical background. The National Commission for SCs and STs came into being consequent upon passing of the 65th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1990. The commission was established under Article 338 of the Constitution with the objective of monitoring all the safeguards provided for the SCs and STs under the Constitution or other laws. In 1999, a new Ministry of Tribal Affairs was created to provide a sharp focus to the welfare and development of the STs. The 89th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003, this act further amended Article 338 and inserted a new Article 338A in the Constitution. The separate National Commission for STs came into existence in 2004. Let's comes to composition. It consists of a chairperson, a vice chairperson, and three other members. They are appointed by the President of India. Let's discuss about functions. First one, to investigate and monitor all matters relating to the constitutional and other legal safeguards for the STs and to evaluate their working. Second one, to inquire into specific complaints with respect to the deprivation of rights and safeguards of the STs. Third one, to participate and advise on the planning process of socio-economic development of STs and to evaluate the progress of their development under the union or a state. Fourth one, to present to the President annually and at such other times as it may deem fit reports upon the working of those safeguards. Fifth one, to make recommendations as to the measures that should be taken by the union or a state for the effective implementation of those safeguards and other measures for the protection, welfare, and socio-economic development of the STs. Final one, to discharge such other functions in relation to the protection, welfare, and development and advancement of the STs as the President may specify. Let's comes to powers of the Commission. The Commission is vested with the power to regulate its own procedure. The Commission, when investigating any matter or inquiring into any complaint, has all the powers of a civil court trying a suit and in particular in respect of the following matters. First one, summoning and enforcing the attendance of any person from any part of India and examining him on oath. Second one, requiring the discovery and production of any document. Third one, receiving evidence on affidavits. Next one, requisitioning any public record from any court or office. Next one, issuing summons for the examination of witnesses and documents. And final one, any other matter which the President may determine. Thank you. If you like this video, please share, subscribe, comment, and give suggestions.